Okay, let's see.
Right, our topic is ethanol and its effects on the economy, and I'm Leslie, and Jen, Ricky, and Megan. For the history of ethanol dates back to prehistoric times with some 9,000-year-old pottery that was found in northern China, and the pottery had dried residue that indicated the use of alcoholic beverages. It wasn't until the time period from 801 to 873 that the first written proof was actually found for ethanol by an Islamic alchemist named Al-Kindi, and he described the distillation of wine. However, this process of distilling ethanol from water, it only produced a substance that was 96% ethanol. So then it wasn't until 1796 that pure ethanol was discovered by Jonathan Lowitz when he filtered ethanol through charcoal. And then in 1858, the structural formula of ethanol was published by Archibald Cooper. The first use of ethanol was used as an intoxicating ingredient for alcoholic beverages. And then in the 1850s, ethanol was used as a major lighting fuel. However, with the Civil War, there was a large tax placed on ethanol, so people changed to start using kerosene instead of ethanol for the lighting fuel. And then with Henry Ford's invention of the Model T, ethanol started to be seen as an alternative fuel for engines. In 1862, a man named Samuel Morey developed an engine that could function on ethanol and turpentine. And then in 1896, Henry Ford actually built his first automobile, and that ran purely on ethanol. But it wasn't until, like I mentioned, until 1908 when Henry Ford invented the Model T that ran on ethanol, gasoline, or a combination of the two that the public actually started accepting ethanol as a fuel source. During the World War I period, it drove up the demand for fuel, and that in turn drove up the demand for ethanol. And then once the World War I ended, that demand dropped again. And then with World War II, the same thing happened. The production